Hey guys, this is Julian from Julian Marcus YouTube channel. Welcome to our channel. A month ago, I make a video about how to save money, and this video is about a great business proposition for you. So if you already happen to have some savings on your hands and you wanted to do a business, invest in something, and you perhaps don't know what to do, the great investment that you can do is buying a property of your own. It is the best business deal you could ever have. You're doing money literally while you're sleeping. It's a great way to do money. Before you buy a house, you need to prepare a few months in advance for several things. The first thing that you need to do is prepare your FICO. Check your FICO score, your credit history, as to what negative connotations you might have in your history. Sometimes they are putting a late penalty when you pay on time. If you had a paper, send it to them. Happens to me a year and a half ago. I have something negative. I have that document of some taxes that I paid, and immediately in 60 days, they took 60 days to clear that. So it raised 22 points. It's not a lot, but it makes a difference. More than the points is the negative connotation that you were late over a payment, which wasn't true. So prepare that. Also prepare to try to get the highest number that you can in your FICO score. Remember this, the higher the number, the less interest, that you're going to get a better interest rate, and the less interest you're going to be paid. The lower the FICO score, the more interest you're going to be paid, the higher the interest rate. Over 30 years, this makes a lot of difference. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of dollars. And you're not going to be paying thousands of dollars over 30 years. The less that you pay, the faster you're going to be paying a house. It makes a whole lot of difference. Another thing that you need to prepare is have an employment over 2 years. You don't want to go and ask for a loan when you're just working in this place for 3 months or 5 months here, and you have a history jumping from here and there. It means that you might not be a safe person to get a loan. But when you have a job history for over 2 years or 3, it means that you are steady. A bank is going to look at you different when you are steady. That you can keep a job, and they are going to approve you for that job and the amount that you're making, and that they will continue making, working there and continue making the payments. That's called security. Another thing also that you need to make sure is that you are debt free. That you don't have credit payments or something like this. This is also for your FICO. Another very important thing is that the money that you have for the down payment, that is for the last 60 days before you sign a contract, that is on your under your account, under your name, or whoever the person that is going to take the title of the property. If somebody is loaning the money or giving it to you as a gift or something like that, they put it a few days before you sign a contract, the bank is going to think that you loaned the money for somebody else. Remember, they're considering you for 80% or whatever percentage you're going to get a loan for. They're considering you for that loan. They're not considering the loan with somebody else involved, another payment that you have to do per month. So you have to be clear about that. If it's used, which should be, or somebody's giving it to you as a gift. Sometimes the mother give you money, or the grandmother, or it needs to be under your name for the last 60 days. So it appears like it's actually used the way that it should be. Otherwise, you might have a problem. So once you are ready, so let me give you the first example. When you rent a house. When you rent a house, let's say you're paying $1,000 per month. You don't see those days, but this is a very simple example for you. If you're paying $1,000 per renting an apartment, that's $12,000 per year, and over 30 years, that's $360,000 that you're paying to somebody else, not to you, to somebody else. When you leave the house or that apartment in 30 years, you're walking away with your furniture, and you go from paying for rent, perhaps to continue paying another rent, and you don't want that. No matter the age that you are, when you retire, housing is the biggest chunk of money that you pay when you're retiring. So you want to avoid that. If you happen to be at 65 with your own house or your own apartment, and you already paid this house as soon as you can, then your retirement is going to be much different if you don't have any housing payments, perhaps maintenance or things like this. So imagine that. So something else too. So what I can recommend for you to buy a house will be 20%. Also because the less amount that you give, the more documents they're going to require. And the more amount that you give, the less documents they're going to require. So the lower amount, more documents they require. The biggest amount that you require, less documents they're going to require, because you're more affluent. You have more access to funds and things like this. And also, the more money you give, the monthly payment is going to be much less. So you want to put as much as you can. It's going to be easier in money-wise through the years, and also in the lane of getting the loan. Because sometimes it could be 60 days, sometimes it could be 90 days, and it is a hassle. Now, once you buy a property, over the first month, immediately you start saving money and making money. Let's give an example of $1,000. You're paying the bank $1,000. Of that $1,000, let's say $200 goes to the principal. So in a year, you're lowering the debt to the bank for $2,400. The money is there. It's yours. You cannot touch it, but it's there. So in a year later, instead of you owning certain amount of money, less the $2,400 that you pay per month in the principal. Another way also to make money. Part of that $1,000 that you're paying to the bank, $500 could be in interest to the bank. In a year, that's $6,000. The money, you lost it, but the money, it goes to a deduction into you with your IRS. I'm going to explain this to you. Deduction to the income that you do. Let's say you do $50,000 in salary per year. If you pay $6,000 in interest, you're going to be paying taxes over $44,000, not so with $50,000. That makes a difference. Also, something else too, when you are on the payment that you do into the bank every month, easily from there you could be paying $250, $300, I don't know, to city taxes. But at the end of the year, you pay $5,000 in city property taxes. Then that is another deduction. Let's go back to this. You're making $50,000, less the $6,000 that you're paying in interest, plus the $5,000 that you're paying in city taxes. You already have a deduction of $11,000. So instead of paying taxes over $50,000, when you don't own a house, you're paying taxes over $39,000. It is a difference, because if your tax bracket is $10,000, 10%, excuse me, the taxes over $50,000 is $5,000, but the taxes over $39,000 is $3,900. Right then in there, you're getting an $1,100 bigger refund. That and many more deductions that you can work with your taxes. In another video, I can do and comment you multiple deductions that you can do. I get all of them. Every year, I get all of them. All the deductions that a person can apply. So that could be another video for later on. So in 30 years from now, your house should be paid. And if you retire, if you're retired, like I said before, you don't have any housing payments. But also something else that you're doing is that you are creating generational wealth. When you die, if you rent, you pass nothing to your kids. But if you own a house, whatever price the house happens to be, you transfer it when you die. You transfer it to your kids or to whoever you want to leave it. So you're transferring generational wealth. That is I mean, you don't want to think about it, but one day we're going to die and we want to pass something to our family and leave them secure. So that is the video for today. I hope that you get any ideas and start preparing to buy a property. Believe me, I have done it, and it's a very, very a great investment. You're making money literally as we speak. Thank you guys. By all means, any information that you might have, write us a comment, call us for those who know us personally, and like us. And also please subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of viewers but we need more subscribers. Thank you guys and talk to you soon. Bye bye. Ciao.